Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes, I got it, YouTube. I got it. I got it, YouTube. All right. So the technical, tech. All right, it's lining up. It's all right. All right. All right. We are starting to show. All right. Okay, I think I. Okay, okay, good, good. All right, so we are on there. So let me minimize here. Yes, I got it. We are live stream. So for those who will be watching us right now, we haven't officially started. I am sharing the link. So just hold on a bit for we are doing this off the cuff, and I have to multitask. So for those who are watching, bear with us as we seek to I'm sending it for her. As we seek to have persons interested, intrigued by our discussion. Let's see, I want to. Where's my system? All right, so all right, that's one. So we get one more person as being a part of this conversation, and then we should be on our way. All right. Okay. So yes, encouraging persons to share the live, as everybody normally says, share the live. Sister Lads, you should be seeing it on your end pretty soon. Right. Okay. Turn up on that. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. I guess the audio is coming across on your end.
Yeah, yes, I just took off the volume there.
Yeah, that's all right. So sharing it now to trying to share it to. We have persons already on board. They're already looking at this. People are interested in this subject. Don't worry, guys. Just hold a bit. Just hold a bit. That's when you see people do lives and so on, and you see them just flowing. Most of the times they have a technical team behind them doing the work, right?
Yes,
So when you don't have the technical team, you have to multitask and do a lot of things until the technical team comes in place. All right. Let me see. I think we're almost there. We do invite persons to share your thoughts and brace yourselves because we are going to play a video. When we play this video, we want persons to listen up real good and give your views.
Your views. You long to hear your views.
Yes, we do. We long to hear your views. Okay, all right. Mute. What you doing there, phone? Behave. Oh, all right, good. All right, so we are set. We are set. We don't have a countdown. You see how good the countdown works?
Countdown, yes.
Yeah. People feel we just have a countdown because we bored. No, we have a countdown. So while we do these things in the background,
yes,
you all can at least see the countdown working. But Brother Devon, device, computer, not working. Malfunctioning. So until I could get some money to be able to purchase a new laptop, I have to rough it. Thank God for my wife helping me out of it. Yeah. Anyway, guys, love to everybody. Welcome to Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom Discourse. I hope you all are hearing us good. All right. I have my awesome, wonderful co-host, well-dressed, always impressed, nothing less. You can't contest. Sister Charmaine. Right here on my side here.
Yes, good evening, Brother Devon.
Good evening, Sister Charmaine.
Week, and I was, I was not here last week. My apologies, but I know you did a fantastic job as usual.
Yes. Well, the week was hectic. It was good. It was good. The week was good, but the week was hectic. It was non-stop pace, Even today was just busy. But by God's grace, we came through. Last week's topic was fantastic. I do invite persons who did not see our tattoo subject, Tattoo Truth. Go check it out. It is on YouTube, and I shared the link even on Facebook, so persons, you do your thing to get that connection there. Check it out. I have a friend, Sister Charmaine, who said I came hard, and I appreciated that, but I didn't really, take a glove off. I probably touched the glove, but the gloves were on. The gloves were on. So people, you're go check out that. Go check out that video. That's an interesting one. I know. Let me say from right now, the audio quality might not be that great. I'm trying to work some things, hopefully, to get better audio, because I'm always, Sister Charmaine, I'm always working on trying to improve things on our end. Audio is a major aspect, but for the time being, guys, you'll just work with us. We thank you for your support, and it should be good. How was your week, Sister Charmaine? Was it
my week as well? It was great, but it was very, very busy as well. But I still giving God the praise. He saw me through, and even today as well, but God is good. At least, we are not being kept to be bored.
No.
We have things to do.
Yes. Exactly. Because for those who see me, you see me in my red t-shirt, right? So earlier this afternoon, I had an interview to do. All right. And after the interview, right, I had to try to get something to eat. So took my wife and our daughter out to get something to eat. And then I had to come home, right? And I was tired. So I'm just going. They see me in my red. My red is just go. Just go. When Brother Devon says he's busy. When Sister Charmaine says she's busy, we mean it. We're busy. We're busy. But we're here for you guys. And we have another big topic.
Interesting topic.
Yes. Sister Charmaine, do women cheat more than men? Let's see how she poses. See how she poses up. Watch how she poses up and thing that. She poses up. And she come close to the camera and everything, so they can see the best dress and everything. You understand?
Wow.
It's gonna be hot today, though. It's gonna be hot.
We will seek to address that, to answer that question as we go along.
Yes, we the boss answer. Bravo. Boss answer. Listen, guys, we are going to be discussing the subject of, do women cheat more than men? We are going to check at that. We're going to look at that subject, which means we are going to play a video. The video is approximately 5 minutes and 42 seconds or some kind of thing like that long, right? So we're going to play the video. We ask persons to listen because we might not play it twice. We may not play it over, pieces over. So listen good. I'll be honest, Sister Charmaine. I received the video earlier this week, but because of the schedule, I really didn't get time to really meditate on the video. So I want to be honest with everyone. So it's like all of us seeing it technically for the first time. Well, I don't know who saw it, Sister Charmaine, probably other people saw it and heard it. But technically for the first time, we'll be watching this, and you'll have pretty much live reactions, live comments and so on. So let's get into it. But before we get into the video, listen, we want to start off with our scripture. Sister Charmaine, what scripture?
As usual, Ephesians 5:22-24.
All right, Sister Charmaine, I'm putting it for you to read.
Sure. Yes, there is some, right, a black line. All right, good. Right, I'll read now. Wives, we're reading from Ephesians 5, as we said, verses 22 to 24. It says, wives, submit yourself unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Husbands, I'll read 25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. Amen.
Amen.
Yes. So we see what we start with, right? That's our foundation. That's where we stick in. Yeah, Brother Devon.
Let's roll. Yeah. We had the people waiting too long. That's my fault. All right, guys, check it out. We are putting this up now. I'm gonna make sure everything is set. All right, listen up carefully. Let me just wait till this kind of mark. I think this up here. You move. All right, good. Listen good, people. Listen good. Oh, before anybody say anything, in case I have copyright or anything, I don't know what is happening, so I'll say fair use. Nobody try to sue Brother Devon or take down my videos and take. All right, let's go.
Not to mention, women cheat more than men. 90% of women cheat, while 80 to 85% of men cheat. What is the difference and what are the reasons? Number one, why most people project men to be more cheaters is because men cheat around and makes it so obvious that they are cheating. A man feels that he's polygamy in nature, thereby he has to be cheating and having multiple girls that he sleeps around. Why a woman? Because of society, how society has positioned woman's status. If a woman is cheating, she tries to cover her back properly. A man can cheat with 15 women, but I'm here to bust your bubbles that a woman can even cheat with you with more than 40 men and she will still be in place in all those men's life without having any leakage. Yes, it is how you play a game. It is how they play the game to you. That you're able to catch your wife or your woman cheating on you, it simply means she just wants you to know that she's cheating. But when a woman really wants to cheat, my brother, you cannot catch her because women are naturally multitasking. A woman can be cooking, can be cleaning, can be taking care of her baby, and still be on social media. We are naturally multitasking. So a woman can literally take care of more than 20 things at the same time, and all those things will be working very well. But a man cannot do that because men are visual beings. So whenever they visualize something, all their mind, all their attention will be there until they're able to touch that thing. Once they have touched it, then their body will calm down. I get it. And also, women don't have anything to lose because it is men that give them. I get it. It's men that give them. So they are free to have as many men, as many boyfriends that as they wish, because she only demand, hey, baby, I want to buy iPhone 11 Pro Max. The man will send her money. I want to buy a car. She has different men that is providing all her needs. But as a man, you cannot have all those. You cannot have plenty girls. Because women is money. For you to have multiple girls, multiple girlfriends, it is money. By the time you spend on Nkechi, you go back and spend in Nkiru. You are burning off money. Your money is burning off, okay? So that is why most times when a man wants to cheat, he becomes very careful because he doesn't want to spend excess money because women are expensive. For a woman to accept you in this modern age, you have to spend money. If you don't spend money, nothing for you. But a woman, what's it concern her? Not to the demand. Not be lie you want to do. She go give you the thing, they work out her own. But a man, you have to spend. The only time that you get to see men that cheat a lot are rich guys. But most times, most of those rich guys doesn't even have time, because the time they have is for their business. So few time they have, they just have to pick one or two babes, touch them, pay them off, and off they go. But a woman, the person they are calling is a woman, and after that same girl that met the rich person finish, she'll still go and meet another person, a middle class guy that will give her stuff. So you see, naturally, women are cheaters. We cheat, but just that we cover our leakage. Don't allow anybody to know what we are doing. Now, if you're dating a woman and you're able to catch her that she's cheating, my dear, she's only allowing you to know that she's cheating. But when a woman sees you or takes you as a priority, there is nothing on this earth that can make you to know that she's cheating on you, because she will cover every angle. You can see a girl that is dating a guy that is outside the country. She knows that the man calls her every 12 a.m. anywhere she is. That time that she always have that call, she'll be at home. When the guy picks the call, baby, I'm at home, I've been sleeping. It's a lie. She has been at the club, but because she knows you are going to call her, she has to leave that place to come back to make sure that every place is covered. And that same woman is thinking that she's honest, though, that she doesn't cheat. Don't be surprised. Even as you are giving her all the wealth, all the money, showering her with all sorts of gifts, at night, 11, 12, she'll still go and stand on the main road to look for customers that will touch her to give her peanuts. It is because women love that one. That is why this modern age, you get to see a lot of hookup girls everywhere that are looking for men to touch them, to give them money. Naturally, that stuff is meant to be free. But because they love it, the women love to do it more than men. I get it. So they feel that when they meet a man, instead of giving the man free, make the man pay him so that the man can enjoy it. I get me. Now all those angles are covered perfectly. So don't get it twisted. Women are more cheaters. Women are more cheaters than men. You only get women are more cheaters than men. The only reason why you men are being positioned as people who cheat is because you already have this mindset that I'm a man, anything can go.
That was rather insightful.
Yeah.
Sister Charmin.
Oh, well, wow. This lady started off by saying that 90% of women cheat as a versus 80 to 85% of the men.
Sister Charmin, right? Before you continue, don't forget your trail of thought. I just want to ask this quick question to everyone who is watching. Please type whether you agree or you disagree with what she said. For those who are watching, those who are listening, type whether you agree or you disagree. Sister Charmin, continue.
Yes. So she was very emphatic with her opening statement there. Now, she went on to say that men are polygamous in nature, meaning that, they like different women and so forth, right? And it's obvious then that society expects that men generally will cheat, right? However, the women now, because society has kind of, I've put it in my own words, will frown on women who cheat. They tend to cover it up more. So I think that is where this lady is trying to drill home. She's saying that society is unaware that women are cheaters, but they do it so well that nobody could actually train them. You wouldn't know. She would be really pretty and nice, honey, and from the time you turn your back, she dating this one, that one, the other one. Now, I want to make a statement before we continue. This definitely is not across the board for all women. There are women who are extremely 100% and more faithful unto their fiancé, unto their husbands. Yes, and they do not go outside. But I think she's making like a general statement from where she is at. Now, if she had some research and some data to back it up, if she did a little survey and thing, I would have felt more comfortable to say, well, yes, this is so. But she's probably talking from her experience and from those the experience around her. Now she was saying that men cheat, but because they know that women really expensive, because let's look at it, let's face it bluntly, yeah? If it is you dating someone, right, as a man, you will have to put out finances, particularly in this current time that we live. Girls are very bold. They will tell you, listen, I have to go here and there, and I really want an outfit. I want a pair of shoes. I want a hair. Don't talk for the hair, do and the nails, and so forth and so on. And you need to provide that for me. For men knowing this now, they tend to single and say, here, well, it is, yes, I really can't handle 2, 3 at a time. Let me just handle 1 because I cannot afford it financially, except she did put in that disclaimer, except if the man is rich. He may have, you know, we will be able to then supply and furnish them. However, she did make the fact that the rich man, though, will be so busy with all his ventures and his whatever, you know, things he may be engaged in. He may not even have the time. He may be too tired to cheat as versus the woman. She's saying that women really don't have to give out too much financially, and the men are the ones who are the givers. And to my mind, I am thinking that she also meant in terms of sexual, right? In sex, women are the receivers, yeah? They don't really have to work as hard as the man. So think about it. A woman, right? A woman could therefore, now we're talking in a general sense, have 2, 3, 4 partners, some women, yeah. Whereas it is difficult for a man to do same because he has to give out that energy, right? And he's the one now who you find will feel depleted, feel tired. So it will be difficult for showing, let's say in one day, she might be able to, you know, go through the sexual intercourse about 4 times, 3 times, whereas he might be just able to make 1, 2 for the most, yeah? And it's because that's how the nature of the man is. So she was based in that fact as well to show this is why the women, they will cheat and you wouldn't know because they really wouldn't get tired. Yeah. And she also talked about going and, you know, check out a man. I find she was making a song as though, well, these women do, you know, sex for money. They will just finish with you and then they will go by the street. So I don't know, she's talking about a particular lifestyle of certain women, right? Where they buy sex then, you know what I'm saying, for a living, right? So in other words, then she's saying that it's nothing for a woman to cheat. Now, Brother Devon, I am saying that I have known circumstances personally, in the work situation where you wouldn't believe some nice, pretty, decent looking ladies, they come to work and some are married, some weren't, and they will go out with other men and come back to office as though nothing happened and jump in the husband or boyfriend car, nice and powdered and everything. And the husband is totally unaware. These are, now I am not saying that men do not do it as well. Men do it. Yeah, but I have seen it with women. I have seen it on multiple, because again, you do not expect that the women will do it. And if I did not see it with my own eyes, I would say, no, not that person. No. They don't look, you know, as though they could ever do that. But it's true. I have also had people tell me that one person told me that they had this girlfriend and the girlfriend lie down under the cover and oh gosh, I'm sleeping and everything, the cover pull quite here and I'm sleepy and this and that. And by the next day, friends were saying, but you know, your girl was in some little party. You crazy or what? Same thing, 11 o'clock in the night, I called her and she was in her bed. After that, she just picked off that coverlet and went out. So you see how tricky they know they really are tricky. And if a woman does not want you to know that she is cheating, you will know. You will have to literally come and track her down as some private detective or something. So park her by the house or by the work or whatever and track her down, or else you will never know. And she will be one way, because another thing she said, and which is true, said that women are able to multitask, right? Which is a fact. And I find it's difficult for a man to multitask. He tends to get confused when he multitasking. Whereas a woman, they will be in the kitchen cooking, washing, seeing about the children, watching some little TV, taking a phone call. You know what I mean? And they really know how to multitask more than a man. So given that nature as well, she's saying that they could focus on more than one man, right? As opposed to a man where if he sees something and, he's very visual, he just, captured by that for the time being that is. So he will focus more on that, right? Rather than focus on 2 or 3. Whereas I know the opposite too for some men, they could focus all over the place many times. So these are some of the facts that, this lady was bringing forth, some of the things that she was saying. I could attest to, but to make an emphatic statement that women cheat more than men, I am not sure that I can make it bluntly without evidence, without, the empirical data to show and to back that up. But I am saying that if a woman is cheating, you really don't have to know, Brother Devon. You really do not have to know. She could cover her tracks. Yes, let's jump in here, Brother Devon, jump in.
Listen, I just love the fact that you were transparent, that you were honest, and you use examples of women cheating. I applaud you, Sister Shamin. I'm surprised. Shout out to Sister Laz and shout out to Brother Royal Priesthood. I'm surprised that we don't have anybody saying whether they agree or they disagree with the view that women cheat more than men. I'm surprised that we didn't have any responses, but for those who are here, if you're still holding on, throw out your thoughts, whether you agree or you disagree, and join the conversation. Sister Shamin, as I said, I appreciate what you shared. I was surprised by what you shared. I didn't expect you to agree with her on anything. So that was good. That was good. So you believe that a woman, once she doesn't want a man to find out, he now finding out?
No.
Wow. Brothers, what do you all think about that, guys? Gentlemen, what do you all think about that? Do you all think, and this is a kind of touchy thing, because somebody might say, I wonder about my partner. Would I know if my partner cheating on me? Listen, I'm not going home by anybody. I'm not getting into a relationship. This is just a general question.
It's general. And as I made the statement, that there are many women who are totally 100% more very faithful to their husband, to their boyfriend. Yes. So this is not, condemning women at all. Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. For me, I wonder. No, boy, it happened to me. So I was going to say that I think probably no, I would find out sooner or later. Mm-hmm. If that was to happen, I would find out sooner or later. Mm-hmm. Before, I would not have found out, because it did happen to me, and I've shared that story already, right here. So because I was so trusting of my partner, and I was not with my partner every day, all the time. Even now, I'm not with my wife every day, all the time. But that person took an opportunity, and this is somebody a good way in the past, took an opportunity to do what they did, and I must commend the person in part, because the individual came and told me afterwards what they did, I guess they felt so bad that they did what they did. And I would not have even guessed that they did that with that person. With that individual, I was like, oh, you really did? So, yes, Sister Shaman, I guess what you're saying and what she said, yeah, it's true. But I wonder if it's true right through, or if it's true for those who didn't know. Because I am more aware now. I am more aware. I will watch patterns. Before, I think I was so naive. Right? Anything, yeah, okay, cool. You want to go here? I mean, yeah, you go where you have to go, you do what you have to do. I'm not trying to run your life. And even now, I still have that position. But I'm wiser. I'm wiser in terms of, okay, watching certain patterns and so on. So, yeah, woman, wow. But I think my question would then be, are women better at cheating since I am in the same place as you are? I cannot say with all certainty or with much certainty, if not all certainty, much certainty. I can't say with much certainty that women cheat more than men. I can't go there. But I wonder if women are better at cheating than men. I ask you that question, Sister Shaman.
Well,
What's
yeah,
your thoughts?
That's more or less the women is more or less the same thing, just cheating. That's what I said. They are better because I believe they could cover their tracks more. They will be lovey-dovey, same way with their partner, even though they are cheating. Most women could do that, maybe some cannot. Yeah, but so therefore you wouldn't be able to really detect if something is missing. And they will play it off as, that's just a friend, because women, okay, they might get away, well, yeah, that's a friend, I just a male friend, I get a little drop with here, you know what I mean, helping them out here. And you really wouldn't take it for anything. So I think they are able to cover their tracks more than a man will. Because a man, you will see them, okay, they're coming in late every day, they're ignoring you. So right away, red flag already begin to go up. Yeah, whereas the woman now, she will continue in her same, most women, some are unable to continue with their same, modus operandi, right? But some are so good, they will continue in the same vein. And you will be so like, to find that out, I mean, if your heart not good, you could get a little heart attack there. Yeah, so I would say that. But Brother Devon, but I didn't hear your view. What do you think about the question? Because you're asking everybody, but I didn't hear what you think. So, let me hear what you think.
Oh, yes, it's a good question. I don't think women cheat more than men. And one of the major things I would go to that is, number one, I don't have empirical evidence. Another thing is that who the woman cheating with? Not a man. The woman cheating with a man for most of these situations, right? And if we look at the ratio of women to men in society, it has been said over and over that there are more women than men. So, and when you couple that with many guys are in relationships, many guys have someone already, then look at this other factor of women tend to go for guys who have somebody. Like when I was single, I didn't have as many women being interested in me. But as soon as I get my girlfriend, and then make matters better, I get married.
Yeah, so you find more persons attracted or
it's like a calling card. When you have someone in your someone in your life, it's like a calling card. I don't know if some women look at it. Obviously, we're using some with everything we say, right, folks? Not everybody. I don't know if it's a calling card when a woman sees another woman with a guy, like, oh, well, he has to have something good. He has to have something that is worthwhile if she could be interested in him. I could be interested. You know, I don't know. Sometimes that's what ran through my mind. That when I was single, you know, people weren't studying me. But when I actually get through with someone who like me for me, now I'm seeing persons, you know, showing that interest. And I'm like, where this come from? You know? So I tend to believe that quite a number of women would cheat with a man who is already in a relationship. So I tend to think that it's even. I don't believe men cheat more than women when that was the dominant thing. I should even say was. It still is. A lot of people still hold the view, and a lot of women, and sad to say men as well, hold the view that men cheat more than women. But who you cheating with? Many of the times you cheating with a woman. And if you cheating with a woman, and the woman, she has a guy already, she cheating on her guy.
Yep.
Everybody cheating.
Everyone cheating.
And then just go back to the whole dynamic of that woman being able to hide things. A woman can hide things from her current official partner, be it her husband or be it her boyfriend. She can hide things from him, and she can hide things from the other man. So she could be with the other man and saying, I single. And she already have somebody. You know, so if she is quote unquote good at what she does, she can hide things from everybody.
From everybody.
You know? So yeah, the way I watch it, it's even. Women cheat with men cheat with women, and that's just it. That's just it. You know, I can't see women cheating more than men, but women being better at it. Yes. I think I don't know if this what comes in my mind as a question. Is it that men are more trusting of women than women trusting of men? Because I think for women, when you have a female friend, that's already a caution sign. Even if a guy has well, I don't know if I should even, or I probably should say, especially if you are a guy and you say, I have a best friend and my best friend is a female. No, the only best friend you can have is me. I is your best friend. You know, that kind of advice is a shaman, right?
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I tend to think women that's what I have gotten over the years. Women are very much, no, I can't say that. If I say that, people might get upset. So let me change that. Let me see how I can see this. Women are more cautious of another woman stealing their man or their man going for another woman. Men are cautious too, but men, from my observations, on a general perspective, you know, would still let the woman, you know, you go be you, have your way and so on. The guys would look to go and, let me go and chill out my partner. Let me go and hang out with the boys, and he will be with the boys and so on. Now, he might be on his own games, playing the field, right? But, you know, when the eyes don't see, the heart don't grieve, plenty people will say. Once I ain't see, once me and know, I ain't bothering with that. He will go and he will have his time. But the woman now, no, I think the woman is less trusting of the man. You know, so yeah, I think women are better at cheating because men are not paying as much attention. Yeah, they are more trusting. They're not paying as much attention. And I don't reject what the person said and what you said. Women know how to cover their tracks better. Women have that ability to multitask. I don't know how good they are in general, but I understand the principle. As an example, a woman could be able to cook, take care of the child, wash clothes at the same time. I don't know if she does it in an excellent way, but if you could do it, great. And yes, a woman can have more than one guy. A woman could, you know, lay down and have several guys in one day and pick up and go while the homie pumping. Mariah pumping and he tired. Right? She just like, you done? You done? You know, and she get up and she gone. She go and she hook up with another guy. No, I really appreciate the examples the person used, even though I disagree. I disagree with that final position of women cheating more than men. Good night, Brother Gavin. I disagree with that final position, but I agree with a lot of the points she made in terms of, you know, you could, and how she talked about a woman receives a lot. So it's true. It's true for a guy. Now, if you're going to go with a female, if you're interested in a female, you have to think about spending money, right? Now, somebody like me, yeah, I already have money being spent on my wife and everything else dealing with here. To go and spend money on a next lady, no, no. All right. So you know already, if I'm not spending money on you, you're not interested in me. So you will gravitate for somebody else who would spend money, because it's understood generally that the man is the one that spends money first, or even most, if not first, at least most. So a woman, she already have that advantage in that sense. All right. So a guy you have to have real skills as a guy to be able to, and there are men who have those skills, right, Sister Shami?
Yeah.
They're not spending money, you know. As a matter of fact, she's spending she money on him. She's spending I know situations, and I wouldn't go into any details at all. But there are situations where it is the woman taking the husband money and spending it on the man.
Yeah.
Right? I know of things, and I wouldn't go into anything. But yeah, that does happen. But now when you look at it from the man side and the rich, somebody who is rich, it's true. When you maintain wealth by being on your business. So as much as you might want a little fling as a rich man, and we don't encourage that, everything we say in here, everyone, we just hope that you're flowing with us. Nobody take us out of context. If a rich man wants his little fling on the side while he have his wife and his children home or what have you, he might spend a little money, but that's not something he maintaining. That's like something you try something and you move on. You're not holding a relationship, and you don't want nobody calling you all the time. So hey, listen, boom, we do what we have to do. Bye-bye. She could pick up herself and go and dial her next number, check her next guy, and you know, so yeah, at the end of the day, she's still touching with other men, but the other men could also be married, also be with have a partner. So yeah, that's my take. Yes, Sister Shami, back to you.
Right. But so, you know, and you see women now, they could have like, okay, we just lying with a bunch of friends, and they could engage in, you know, whatever sexual encounters, and it's like nothing for them, and they go with this one. You know what I mean? Chop and water leaves no mark. Yeah. So I want to throw out a question. So do you agree that a male or a female should have, let's say a male should have it is wise to have a female as his, or if it's the woman, a male as her best friend? Best friend, best buddy. That's my real buddy. We grew up together. We went through whatever, and you're married now. Do you think that is healthy in our relationship?
I believe it's a good question. I think I addressed this even with my team on radio. I think when it comes to a relationship, everybody you have to know your limits and learn your partner. So for a guy, I would say for a guy, you being with your girlfriend or your wife, bro, as much as you grew up with your best friend who was a female, sorry to say, it might hurt the both of you all, but your best friend don't take precedence. Your friend, your friend don't take precedence. The person that takes precedence is your girlfriend who you plan to make your wife. And your best friend should understand if your girlfriend or your spouse has a problem with your closeness in relationship. That's if she has a problem. Now, the reason I'm saying it in this way is because everybody is not the same. Everybody is not the same. So there are there are women who recognize their husband had a best friend and it was a female, and they're cool with that. They're at a level, they're at a stage where there's no problem for them. Me, I am not going to be critical of those persons and tell them they're wrong. I'm not going to do that. If they have things worked out, who am I to jump in that mix and say, listen, all of this wrong. You shouldn't be known as our best friend while he married to her. You know, I wouldn't do that. That's not my place. They found a way to work it out. They have not had any sexual things. They have not violated their covenant. All to go strong. You know, all to go strong. I don't have none. I don't believe in making problems where there aren't problems.
Anthony,
Yeah.
I will say something about that. Sure. After I just want to read what Gavin is saying here. Sure. Gavin is saying, is woman difficult to figure out? They are cheating on their partner. What is the real? What word is that? I'm getting blocked there. Something men don't investigate better than women. See if you can read it better there.
Yeah.
And I'm being blocked.
Yeah, he says, what is the reason men don't investigate better than women?
Because they trust the woman too much.
Yeah, I did.
And some women so pious, you will never think. I tell you that my incidents on the job, you would never think I'm serious, you know. And everybody there, but watching with glazed eye, and it's like, wow, these girls really doing this, you know. So yeah, I think men trust women, most men, they trust them. She wouldn't do that. She's not like that. She ain't grow up so, and this and that. But yeah. So coming back to this best friend thing, I have another example there. One of my friends, she got married to this gentleman, and he had this female as his best friend. So listen, any little thing went on in that marriage, he had to go and tell her. Every living thing she had to know. You know, as a matter of fact, some serious decisions, let's say decision making that had to take place within that marriage, he actually had to consult this friend first, you know, before, you know, you could consult your wife, because I know this best friend donkey years, and this best friend gives me good advice and so on. Until now that started, actually that assisted in them being actually, you know, pull apart. Yeah, because everything is this best friend, and everything, this person there for me, this person understands me. So I don't know, I am very cautious about that. You know, I hear you when you say, if it is you have your best friend and all your relationship working good, go ahead with that. But that's something we have to be very cautious about. Yeah?
Yeah, exactly. For me, that's the thing. How do people operate with their best friends? I have best friends as guys. I have a best friend. I don't go passing everything by my best friend. So I think you know how you function with your best friend is the real question. I could have someone identified as a best friend, as I would have somebody identified as a brother or a sister, somebody blood related. But that don't mean that I share everything with that person. Like I have a male best friend. I don't have a female best friend, but I have a male best friend. And the first person I go bringing information to is my wife. Yeah. My wife. And even if I did have a female best friend, still I am going to pass information to my wife. If we are dealing with a relationship issue, then that's supposed to be with the person. So I think where maturity is concerned, I think people need to really walk in that maturity path. And when I say walk in that path, that maturity path, I mean, if you are mature, you understand what is supposed to be said between key persons. So what needs to be said on relationship matters needs to be between me and my partner.
Yep.
I don't void the fact that I have a best friend, male or female. I'm not going to say, okay, because I talk to my wife about these things that I can't have a best friend. No, I still have a best friend, but my best friend is limited with the information I share to him or her. And even with my best friend, right? He does not share intimate things about his relationship. And even if he did, depending on certain things, I mean, I want to be there as a support for my best friend. But, you know, I will have barriers. I will have boundaries, right? So certain things, bro, I don't mind helping you and being a shoulder for you to, you know, lean on when that time comes. But certain things, bro, you need to handle your stuff.
Yes.
Right? You married, dude. you married, sis. You have to man up. You need to woman up and deal with your issues.
Yep.
You married. So I think where that is concerned, that's a poor approach by the best friend and the guy
yes,
who would be married. Yeah, the husband. You have a poor approach. I don't think you need to get rid of your best friend. It's up to you if you want to still call the person your best friend or not. Or not talk. What you gonna do? Not talk to the person? Well, that is up to you know. Sometimes persons choose because this is impacting our relationship. You would end that friendship. That to me is so sad. But I mean, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. But the maturity is knowing how to balance certain things. That's where the maturity is. Do I have to sacrifice my relationship with my best friend? So should I not have a best friend because I have a wife? Because somebody has a husband? I can't have a best friend. What about friends? Can I have friends? What about family? Can I have family? I mean, yeah, things could become could become extreme. Things could go overboard. But for those, this is my position again. I go back to this. If your partner has a problem with your relationship of a friend because it's not only best friends, but even just mere friends. You know, I talk to different people and some persons married and they talk about, listen, this person I have to be careful what I'm saying because people listen to this. I don't want anybody to say, brother, when you take my business and you go and you publish it. So I always try to respect that confidentiality that I have with people. But persons would say, brother Devon, you know, so by so have a friend and they do X, Y, and Z with that friend and they're not studying me and the other important family issues. They're listening to that person and they're not listening to me. And that person is just a friend, not even a best friend, just a friend.
Yeah.
And with that, both things, if things are impacting your relationship, if you truly want to make it with your spouse, well, you have to be working things with your spouse. Or let's sit down and have those conversations, find out if the concern is a valid, serious concern, and and move to suit. Friend or best friend. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know?
And if that person is really a best friend and you see the husband or wife sharing some sort of delicate information, you as the best friend should say, here, what, hold up on that. I don't feel you should share that. You know, you're married. You know, I don't know. You should tell the individual, if you're really that person, true friend, I find you should say, well, no, don't discuss that now. I don't think that's wise for us to discuss. I mean, according to what you said just now, I'll be there for you, I'll pray and whatnot, but I don't feel we should discuss this particular sensitive area. You know what I'm saying? So let me just read what Brother Gavin said here again. He said, if my mother is telling me something about any woman that I am into as a warning, taking her warning, I'm taking her warning seriously. My mother will know woman trickery. Do you agree with that, Brother Devon? That's a something else. Do you agree?
Brother Gavin, Brother Gavin, he hit a good point. He hit a good point. I don't know. I don't know. I will consider. I'll say that. I will consider. And I think with each person, you should consider. You shouldn't simply accept or reject. I think you should I value my parents' advice. Let me say that, right? I value my parents' advice. But in valuing my parents' advice, I must understand at the same time that I have to make decisions, and all my decisions may not be best, but it also equally may not be worse. Now, if I see that coming up, my mom would have given me advice. I'll stick with Gavin's example there. My mom would have given me advice, relationship advice, and I ignored the advice and it didn't work out, then I'm going to take even greater heed to her advice. You know, I'm going to take greater heed because I'm seeing wisdom in what she's saying.
Yeah.
But I will not say, and no disrespect to my mother, and my mother checks out our stuff from time to time, right? Our lives and different things that I do. No disrespect to my mother, but I will not simply go in a direction my mom says because she said it or because she is a woman. Now, I have no problem with anybody choosing to do that. That's your choice. I respect you as an individual. You want to do that? Fine. That's totally fine with me, right? But for me, I believe that I need to make decisions as an individual, as a man, and learning from my decisions, be they good or bad, wise or unwise, because through that, I build myself as an adult. As an adult, I learned to make decisions, and whether it was a best decision or a poor decision, take that as a learning curve, right? So that's why I would say, Sister Charmaine, I want to even put the question to you. What are your thoughts on that said comment on Brother Gavin?
I think a parent, especially a mother, always has that sixth sense. They somehow, I don't know, they have that intuitive behavior, that knowledge that they pick something up. But I am also saying that we need to be balanced because there are cases where, extreme cases, I would call it, where some mothers do not want to let go of their son. And they feel that no woman is good enough for their son. And that has been an issue for some years to come in different homes or whatnot. So, you know, we have to be balanced. But I am saying, yes, a mother, a caring mother, a godly mother will pick up something in a young lady. And, you know, she tell you, look, watch this, be careful. But I don't think we should take it to the extreme. I believe as an adult man, we also have to be intuitive to and know how to pray and make decisions for ourselves, right? If you know, well, you met some guys really close to the mother, which is excellent, but we cannot we cannot let that go to extreme where, my God, you know, the mother has to give a stamp of approval. Yes, you need your parents' blessing. Because we saw that in the Bible. When you've got your parents' blessings for, you know, marriage and moving forward, somehow it always tends to work out better than if you don't. But we also have to be cautious of the fact for some mothers, not all, where it is they feel no woman is good for their son. So we have to look at that. So that's my view on that.
Thanks, Sister Charmaine. I like how you said that. I really like how you said that. And while you were talking, it just reminded me of certain points, such as the mama's boy thing that jumps up. If a guy is only listening to everything his mom say, and again, not diminishing a mom's advice, because mothers do have that experience and they would want, I believe, the best for their child. Although there are some mothers, nobody is good enough, as Sister Charmaine already you know, identified. Yeah, so the tough thing is, and it reminds me again of somebody else years ago who talked about that, a wife, that the mother had so much say and the wife was looking for the husband to support her. right? So you have the mom constantly talking, and the mom's voice resonates with the son over his wife. How is our wife to feel? What is our wife to do in that situation? So it's that real balancing act as a man. You trying to establish your own relationship and have your own family going forward. How do you balance that whole thing with having your mom give advice or give counsel or share thoughts, and here's your wife talking as well, but you're not going to spend the rest of your life with your mother, you're going to spend the rest of your life with your wife. So how do you do that whole balancing act? And I like what you said, Sister Charmaine, in respect to the mother saying, just watch this. So I think wise mothers are able to say, well, just while you all going along, just take a little look at this. There are ways you could do it instead of coming off like you're trying to control the relationship. Now, I thank God for my mother, because my mother never did that with myself and my wife. So I have to give a shout out to my mom right now and my father, that they never did that. And even my siblings, because I am a big opponent of control. I oppose. The worst thing you could do to me is to try to control me and my relationship. I'd be like, oh, I love your mom, I love your dad, but this is our house. This is our house. But I think I grew up pretty much as a somewhat interdependent, if not independent person. So I would know how to establish certain things. I have a serious thing that people need to make their decisions, and you can't learn everything in life without mistakes being involved somewhere along the path. No, we're not encouraging mistakes, but you have to even when a baby walking, they start to walk, you can't stop the baby every time the baby go to fall. You protect the baby walking. Sometimes the baby will fall on its butt, and that small things like I teach the baby that when you fall, you get up, you pick up yourself. So I believe it's important that you make sure as a man, even though I value Brother Gavin. Don't think we diminishing what you're saying, right? I'm not diminishing what you're saying. I value what you say. I believe everyone will operate in their own sphere. It's really a balancing act. There are a lot of women, I will repeat, who have a big struggle, a big fight with their mothers-in-laws, because they see the mother-in-law having so much say in the husband's life, their husband's life, and it impacts the family. The woman feels less than. I said, Sister Charmaine, that's not going to happen in my house.
Right, yeah.
It's happening.
Right,
yeah.
That's right. Very well.
Yeah.
So I am looking at the time, so I think we both concluded. Okay, I think Gavin said something again. I think we both came to the conclusion that we don't have the data to support that women cheat more than men. We agree that both parties cheat. We sort of tend to agree that women could cover it up a little better than men. Some men cover it up good too, but women probably has the innate nature to cover it up more than men. Yeah, we also agree to the fact that because of, women are the more takers and men are the givers, it is more difficult for them, to have probably multiple partners at the same time, not that they wouldn't be finished with one and have a next one, but we're talking about at the same time, it may be a little more difficult for them given their nature versus the woman's nature, yeah? So our conclusion is that we don't have the data to support it, yeah? And I think that's what we will end with. And let me see if I could read what Gavin, this heart is right here and blocking Gavin. Yeah, okay, so Gavin is saying, if a woman or man have a problem with you having a strong relationship with your parents, can that be a red flag? Wow. It could, It could be a red flag, because I think, Brother Devon, that if it is you coming into a relationship, the first thing an individual should look at is your relationship with your parents and your family. And I think that is a good thing. You want to know that your husband or wife to be has good relationship with their family, with their parents, their siblings and whatnot, because that could determine, I'm saying it could, is a possibility that will determine what your relationship down the road would look like. So I don't think you should be upset if it is, a man or a woman has a strong relationship with his parents. I mean, again, we're talking about, having wisdom and all that, but that is good. A close relationship with the family, I mean, I believe a close relationship, there will be bonding and whatnot. And if you're close, then you will be able to talk to your mother or your father and say, well, this is my wife now, just as how you said it, Brother Devon. And I know you all will respect my home if it is they crossing the border or whatnot, because all you close, all you tight, and all you could talk, all you could have that rapport. So I think if they find that is a problem, that could be a little red flag, because what are you trying to now alienate me from my parents or my family? So that's just my opinion. I don't know, you want to share it, brother? Share your opinion.
Yes, I'm in full agreement with you, Sister Charmaine. I'll use my experience with my wife before we actually started a relationship. I saw her when I met her for the first time, officially met her. I saw her interact with her niece, and that is the thing that drew me to her even more. Now, at that time when I met her, where she met me, I should say, at a youth event within the church community. And she came, she spoke with me, and we were just rapping about the scriptures, what have you. And that was nice. But I had spoken to sisters before in respect to church activities, etc. I've done that before. I saw her interact with her niece, and that's the thing that put a plus for me with, seeing that this might be a cool person to know a little more, just to see how she reacted with her niece. And when I see my wife, even how she react with her family, those are pluses. I mean, her family is really beautiful in terms of how they connect with one another, how they relate. Everybody, families have ups and downs and no difference, but they connect. They really make an effort to try to have a healthy relationship with each other from what I've seen, right? I could say that. That's my view, right? So, I agree with you. If it is you're seeing that I have a good relationship with my family and you have an issue with that, but I have an issue with you. Because I know my family before I know you. You now come. So you better now go. Now go.
Yes, I agree. And as we could hit the point where Akins Manswell is saying, simple answer to the title of this chat: women cheat just as men, but more secretive about it. That's what we were saying. Yeah? If you could read this other comment, because I'm being locked with a heart there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Akins also said, I like how the hosts are fair concerning this topic. Yeah, but they are thanks, Akins. Sister Charmaine, you see, you're fair. You're fair.
Yeah, you fear too.
Well, guys, we do thank you for participating in this conversation. For those of you who joined the live late, you all could always replay the video and hear where we started off with in the subject. You could see the video. You all could go up on YouTube, sorry, not YouTube, Facebook, and check out the video. And you notice I said from the very beginning, we may not play the video again. And that's exactly what happened. We didn't play the video again, right? So you can go back, play the video, share your thoughts, discuss it. These conversations, folks, are great conversations to have in society, not just on these lives, but even when you interact with people and you hear people say certain things, you have the opportunity, especially within the church, to bring truth to this world. You are the salt, you are the light. Not only in saying John 3:16, but also in speaking truth to issues. People have said for years, and people still say, men cheat more than women. No, that's not true. And persons were more willing to accept that, still are more willing to accept that, than just realize that people cheat. And Sister Shami, you know, this is the thing. We enter competition. Who cheats more than who, instead of righteousness, what we ought not to do. So we should not be going in that direction of who cheats more than who. We should recognize that all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. All.
Right. Yeah.
So even if somebody wants to end on the extremely poor scholarly position of men cheat more than women, what do you get from that? After you don't say that, Sister Charmaine, after they don't say that, they wave a flag, men cheat more than women, or women cheat more than men. After you wave your flag, you blow your horn and all that, what have you achieved? What was your end goal? To just say that? Your end goal, our end goal should be righteousness and holiness. So we want to make sure and let people know that's what we're promoting. I think Brother Gavin said something.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead and read it because
I know we're wrapping up. He said, if a woman or a man is taking long to introduce you to their parents or friends, can that be an issue? It might be. It might be. I know of situations where, let me just throw this quickly, Sister Charmaine, and then I'll hand over to you and you can wrap up. I know of situations where the two parties, the man and the woman, they are of different ethnicities, different races, right? And because one party knows their family is racist, they know that. They choose not to introduce the other person to the family. Because they don't want to run them away, they don't want to turn them off or whatnot. So they'll hold back that introduction. You know? So there are situations like that, and then there are other situations. It should be something that you check out and you ask questions. Even though I might give a sensitive situation like that, it might be that they're not introducing it to the family based on the fact that they know, the family know you have you have a spouse.
Yes, and it has happened. Brother Devon, this has happened, you know, this is something else. The society we live in today.
Yes. So, you know, somebody might be not wanting to introduce it because they have information on you. My best thing to do is to ask questions. I always tell people, this whole platform here with knowledge, understanding, and wisdom discourse, this is for healthy conversations, to encourage people to have conversations, to ask questions, to train yourself, not to fall asleep, not to just sit down and just listen to somebody talk. That's why we even encourage people to respond, to comment on the subjects that we raise, you participate. So when you have conversations with people, you could have an intelligent discourse. We live in a day and time where all kind of thing happening. You don't know if sometimes you feel it's a man you're talking to and it's a woman. More so, you go out, you leave Trinidad and you go into some places, you leave some other countries, you go to some places, you truly believe you are speaking to a woman when it's a man, or a man and it's a woman. You might think somebody is single and they're married. You listen. So you need to ask questions. We need to come out of this shy shell thing. Ignorance is not always helpful. Ignorance can mean your death. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You need to talk. So Brother Gavin have a valid question. Valid. You need to be doing some investigation, because you see, you might find yourself you might tie yourself to something that you can't break out. Not everything you can break out in life, you know. Not everything. Some things you tie yourself to that you cannot break. I know some changes might make you feel you can break away from everything. No, that's not true. And they themselves, when you start to dig in, you'll find out Oh, so I make a child. I can't break away from that? No, you can't. The same people telling you, hey, you can break away from everything. No, you can't break away from everything. Some things you'll tie yourself to, you can't break from it. So you need to find out before you tie yourself. Sister Shami, I'm swinging to you.
Yes, I agree. So I am saying, just to quickly throw some light on Brother Gavin's question there, is that if it is both parties have committed themselves to each other, and let's say about 4 months or so has passed, and you're still kind of, hesitant, I think that's a red flag there, because all you committed now, so it's either, as you say, they might have a spouse, they might have some relationship, or it could be genuine, the family, quote unquote, maybe a dysfunctional family, and people feel pressure to introduce the partner. This could be as genuine as that. It doesn't have to be that they have a spouse or something going on there. It could be just that, oh God, the family is so dysfunctional, they feel a how. But even in that, the dysfunctional family, if the love is really there, you will still introduce, and you should be open with the party to say, look, my family, listen, they take up a blade and chop you. That was just an offbeat thing right now. But you be honest with the person, yeah, but you need to introduce the family and friends once you're in a committed relationship. So guys, we could go on and on, because we recognize that this topic is, different little points could spin off from it and whatnot, but we are looking at the time, and, we want to end here, and we trust that you all will join us next week, please God. So we just want to extend greetings to you all, and do have a wonderful, blessed, and productive week ahead. Bye, everyone.